Welcome, fellow ESL EAP teachers. My name is Brett Myers, and this is my presentation on the concept of multimodality and multiliteracy and how it can improve the outcomes of students in an English for academic purposes classroom. So, to begin, let us define what is multimodality and multiliteracy. Multimodality and multiliteracy is the communication practices in terms of people's understanding and use of various textual, oral, linguistic, spatial, and visual resources, or modes, when composing messages, and how they use this linguistic diversity to be able to communicate in a variety of contexts. Look familiar? With all these new technologies, or distractions as some of us like to call them, the question can be asked, how does this technology influence our students and impact their social worlds, including their learning in the classroom? Put simply, these new multiliteracies show that students engage and understand a whole host of literacy mediums and new ways of studying and learning about the world around them, making them creators, through technology, of their literacy texts. So, in a typical ESL EAP learning environment of textbook and writing exercises doesn't cut it with helping students learn new skills. All in all, these new literacies and technologies show that teachers need to step up to incorporate this technology and ways of learning for a new type of classroom experience. By incorporating aspects of multimodality and multiliteracy into the EAP ESL classroom, we can move beyond the typical uses of technology, such as assignments and research, to help students to be motivated to engage in a range of learning tasks that encourage interactivity, a greater use of different intelligences, and the use of higher order thinking skills. This leads to the question, how can this approach be incorporated into the teaching and learning practices in an EAP ESL classroom? Multimodality and multiliteracy practice can help to modify traditional literacy tasks. Here are a few examples. The first is helping students to create their own online interactive presentation on YouTube using a range of programs such as PowerPoint, Adobe, and Powtoon to enable students to give a presentation in a new and engaging way, rather than the demotivating and scary process of having to speak in front of a class of students. Another example is from a recent Canadian contributor who helped the students personalize their understanding of the place where they were studying by having them being their own source of material when creating an academic writing task. He had the students take photos of aspects of the city they lived in, and then find connections and features that they could collaboratively research on and begin to write about with the guidance and assistance of the teacher. A final example from Walsh's case study of multimodality and multiliteracy is where students read and reviewed a range of materials and then participated in online class forum groups where they presented the findings of their research in a blog of the books and leaflets they had reviewed. They also commented and gave feedback on their classmates' work. So, with the advent of a 21st century literacy that includes a range of texts and modes, such as social media and chat rooms, being in our students' worlds, there are a number of benefits in shaping classroom practices for the better. When done right, activities that use a number of elements of multiliteracy and multimodality can have many benefits in promoting better learning outcomes in a range of literacy competencies. So, a call to action. In a number of small action research projects, let's see, what traditional literacy tasks can we identify that we could modify to promote the advantages of effective multimodality and multiliteracy tasks? 2, what can we come up with in our technology practice and use that we can incorporate into the classroom? And most importantly, how can we do it effectively to help students develop multiliteracy and multimodality skills? We then need to test this out and reflect on some of these tasks so that we know we are making the best use of the technologies and learning skills and competencies that our students will need to learn. Most importantly, we need to share our discoveries and work together to make lasting change in the classroom. So that concludes my talk on multiliteracy and multimodality. I hope you got something out of this presentation. If you have any questions, please email me at bmyers@une.edu.au and let's begin working together to make this change real. Thank you.